Chris Martin.
Oh, you're kidding me. September.
Kyle Lafferty.
Are you joking me?
Is that right?
I know, it's not right.
Anybody else?
Leash, was it?
Like, that is one of the most stupid questions.
Darius Vassell?
Seriously, you all need to just stay quiet. This is getting really annoying doing this quiz.
What is going on here?
Welcome along to the shoutiest segment on Irish radio. It's the scintillating, it's the stupefying, it's the splendido crappy quiz. Every Friday, we pit three of Team Off the Ball up against each other in a no-holds-barred quiz of sporting factoids at the end of the week. We are back for our first quiz of the year, and a special shout-out to Mick Whelan on YouTube, who watched our big crappy quiz of 2020 and left the following comment. I think Owen and Cringeworthy literally go together on this channel. As for the rest of them, good God, this is excruciating stuff. Thank you for your comment, Mick. Allow me to welcome today's contestants. Our first contestant today is now from the Connacht side of Athlone. Leinster may be the greatest team in any sport ever in the universe, but Jack Carty's masterclass in the RDS a few weeks ago has made this man abandon his province and his principles. Give it up for Adrian, who's your daddy Barry.
Woo!
Yeah, no, like he did go to the same school as myself, albeit some years afterwards. But so I would definitely like to keep an eye out for him and hope he's going well on. But that's obviously clearly a little bullshit. But you know,
West is best. West is best, Adrian.
Whatever.
You clearly haven't got the memo that this is a morning time crappy quiz. We apologise to everybody on the way to school who's heard Adrian Barry's terrible language. There is no school, is there? Schools are closed, aren't they? Our next contestant today got everything that he asked for Christmas and now sleeps soundly at night, nestled beneath his brand new Bernard Brogan bedclothes. Give it up for the Meath hillbilly, Tommy Rooney.
Hi, folks. How are we doing?
Good. How are you?
Dubs. Good. Yeah, good. Up the dubs.
That's the worst fake background I've ever seen there, Tommy.
Fake? Why is it fake?
Your camera is so good, it makes it look like your background is fake when actually, you know.
Oh, it's the iPhone camera. My background is my big Bible here. It's my
look
Bible.
At the way he reaches out. The one he's like, Joe, look what I have in hand here.
It's my Bible.
Bruce Springsteen, all the
my
songs.
background a little bit.
Is that just a songbook? Or it's just him explaining all the songs in his own words, or what is it? Oh, there's nice pictures in it as well.
Yeah.
Great.
I'll get back to you. I'll get back to you when I read it, but
You're a man for a quiet night, strumming away on the guitar, belting out a few Bruce Springsteen tunes.
I'm not. I'll be honest. I was decent at piano, and I gave it up way too early. But I had it in my head that I could play the guitar once, and I tried to play Whiskey in the Jar to two of my cousins when I was 13 years old, and I never saw them laugh so much in their lives. So I haven't gone back to a guitar since, Adrian.
That's the worst Irish story ever, where we don't encourage people, where we just nag on young people. You need to shove it down their throats, Tommy, and beat them over the head with that guitar, metaphorically, and go and learn it now in this lockdown. Go on, be yourself, be who you want to be.
I'm going back to the piano, Ger. That's what I'm doing.
The sweet nectar of junior football tore you away from your piano. That's what happens.
Intermediate football on, come on now.
Oh, well,
intermediate.
It was junior back then on. You're correct. Intermediate now, Adrian. Thank you.
Our final contestant today is the White Goodman of Team OTB. He's got the look. Now all he needs is to start a Globo Gym dodgeball team to conquer the world. Give it up for the mustachioed menace, Ger Gilroy.
Dodgeball, one of those things that I actually still haven't seen.
Dodgeball, really?
Come off it. If you can dodge a spanner, Ger, you can dodge a ball.
Does he not like? No, he does not. Is this up there with, is Ben Stiller in period drama sort of territory for you, where you think you're just not like it?
No. Royal Tenenbaums, absolutely sensational. Big fan of Zoolander.
I've got to make this happen. It's one of the best sports movies of all time. Those are your contestants, I should say, this morning. It is Ger versus Adrian versus Tommy. And we may as well get into round one, which is the boring questions round. Never multiple choice. Question one for you, Adrian. 2021 may or may not be a Lions tour year, but regardless of that, the record holder of the most Lions caps won't be surpassed anytime soon. Who is it?
Anytime soon suggests that this has not been a recent... it must be recent because they started to play so many games. Would have had to been somebody who probably... Oh, look.
We don't need to see the inner workings of your brain, Adrian. We need to hear an answer.
There may or may not be one person on this quiz who has a meeting directly after this.
I'm not certain that... I'm almost
Either
certain...
way, Owen, we do not need to see the inner workings. It's a cold and terrible place.
Just guess.
It's not.
You don't have anything.
Legend. I'm going to go. I'm going to go one of the obvious answers. Who I'm almost certain it probably isn't. Martin Johnson.
No. Anyone?
Willie John McBride?
Willie John, correct.
Wow.
Question 1 for you, Tommy. Brian Cody was ratified for a 23rd successive season.
Can I just interrupt? Sorry, can I interrupt? Because Adrian's brain was clearly... They've started to play so many games recently. They used to go off for 4 years on these tours. They play like in 6 different countries. Willie John McBride went away as a teenager and came back an old man in one of those tours. Sorry.
So, yeah, Willie John. Also, it was caps, Adrian, so the midweek games don't actually count. For that would be Lions appearances, but this is actual test caps.
Well,
Tommy.
Anyway, okay, go on.
Brian Cody was ratified for a 23rd consecutive season as Kilkenny hurling manager this week, but who held the role immediately before him?
Oof.
I was in the dressing room the day he gave his farewell speech.
Really?
Back in the days when you used to be allowed to get into dressing rooms and ask questions. That's how
I'm not going to waste anyone's time this morning here.
You know it's a man, right? Ger's giving it away.
I'm just going to say, I'm just going to give a guess. Like, I'm going to say Eddie Kerr.
No.
Didn't have
Kevin
it.
Fennelly.
Good question. Didn't have it.
He had a Mars bar in his hand as he was giving his speech. Look, we were good winners, but we're also good losers. Yeah, having it.
What did he say?
We're good winners, but we're also good losers. Go out there and don't, make sure that you don't go acting Buck Egypt around the town afterwards. Which obviously he felt like he had to say it.
You were in there with the mic.
Yeah.
Cool.
On the
You got
record?
the audio
Is
stuff?
it-
Yeah, I've kept the audio. I've kept every single piece of audio. What? 20,
You should have.
24 years ago.
Ger, you've gone 2-0 from questions that weren't yours.
Yeah,
you
brilliant.
have no points, though. So let's see if you can convert your own. Question 1 for you. Which team has Tom Brady beaten more than any other in the NFL playoffs?
Oh, balls in the playoffs. I'm going to say the Colts.
Boom.
Oof.
Well done.
Indianapolis Colts, 4 wins against them. He's played against them 5 times and has registered 4 wins in the postseason. Round 2, the Liverpool versus Manchester United round. The beef of the Manchester Ship Canal will be dragged up once again this weekend as the football teams representing the cities go head-to-head. Here's a few questions on that rivalry. Question 2 for you, Adrian. The best thing about this fixture is that we get the gift of joint Manchester United and Liverpool teams beforehand. But can you tell me which current player from either club has netted the most career Premier League goals?
What's the question? Which player from either Manchester United or Liverpool has scored the most Premier League goals?
Correct. That's what I just said.
Right. Well, it's.
Cold and terrible place.
Is it going to be one of the obvious answers?
How long are we giving him here? I'm not sure.
Willie John McBride.
I'm in a rush.
Hang on. I'm going to go one of the obvious one. Mo Salah.
No, it's not. He's 2 behind Sadio Mane
It was
with
the other
90
one.
goals.
Wow, I would have said Salah too. Okay, right.
I would have gone. He was number 2 on the list.
Them Southampton goals is what's separating him. Question 2 for Tommy. The 4 most expensive signings ever made by Premier League clubs have been made by either Liverpool or Manchester United. So Paul Pogba, Harry Maguire and Virgil van Dijk are 3 of the 4. Who is the 4th?
Pogba, Van Dijk, and what was the third one? Sorry, I don't know why.
Harry Maguire.
Obviously,
Is it Alisson Becker? Alisson?
No, it's Romelu Lukaku.
Oh, wow.
The 3rd most
Never really
expensive
got that.
signing made by a Premier League club. So,
Wow, what a waste of money.
Good question. Dirty question, but a good question.
him and Harry Maguire.
Adrian and Tommy both without a point. Jerry, you're 1 up. Can you double your lead here? Peter Beardsley, Michael Owen and Paul Ince all played for both Manchester United and Liverpool. But who from that list made the most combined league appearances for the clubs?
So when you say combined league appearances, you mean you're only counting their appearances for Liverpool and Manchester United?
Correct.
And not in the Derby game, it's their all-time appearances?
Yeah.
Okay, so who is it? Beardsley, Ince,
Michael Owen.
I'm going to say... So all-time league appearances, not just for those clubs or just for those clubs?
No.
Just for those clubs.
Paul Ince.
I would have
Correct.
said, yeah.
Yeah.
Shout.
2 from 2. We have a little
Good to
gap
get a
here.
multiple choice, though, Ger. Good, nice to get a multiple choice there at the end.
Yeah. 2 easy
Well,
questions for the boys there, Owen.
Well, I would say your choice, your question was multiple choice as well. It was only going to be 1 or 2 people, really. It was
No,
either gonna be
that's
Salah
not.
or Mane.
That's untrue. That's just
Yours is
factually.
50-50. It's just like
It's
literally...
actually incorrect.
Who
It's
else could
actually
it
not
have
correct.
been? I mean,
Who else could it have been?
How many
Listen,
goals
it's not.
did
It's just
Trafford got?
factually incorrect, Tommy. That's the reality.
yours was a 50-50.
Round 3 is the Home Alone 2 round. In this round, we'll test your knowledge on Home Alone 2 star Donald Trump and the sports people who have come out as his friends. Question.
We watched the
question
first 20
3.
minutes and we were like, no, this isn't for us. Shit.
Oh yeah. Well, if only you were like having this discussion on OTB AM during the week.
No, it's not. It's not actually about the movie. It is about that person, Donald Trump. Question 3 for you, Adrian. Which of these golfers has never, to our knowledge, publicly supported Donald Trump? A. Tom Watson, B. John Daly, or C. Jack Nicklaus?
We know which one it definitely is not. So, like,
This is 50-50 as
This
well,
is
I think.
ridiculous.
Yeah.
Can't believe it.
yeah, Tom Watson.
Who is it definitely not? Who are you think? What do you think? You give us the inner
Nicholas.
crevices of your brain.
Nicholas.
It's definitely not Nicholas.
So,
That's a bit obvious. Oh, and in fairness, Nicholas
John
was
Daly-
quite high profile.
so John Daly is like the everyman hero. So surely it can't be him. I'm gonna go with John Daly.
It's Tom Watson.
Tom Watson. Remarkably, you can Google a golfer's name with Donald Trump, and there's actually no association to him. I think he might actually be the only golfer in the entire
Was that
world.
the
I've done this
research?
for.
Was that the research?
That
And
was
what
that
did
was
John
the
Daly
research.
do?
John Daly, he played golf with him, and I think he was.
Oh, well, that's
he
not
gave
publicly
it-
endorsed.
Ah, yeah,
Maybe
it
he
is. It is.
scolded
He gave
him
a big
around the
thumbs up
course.
as well.
No, tough luck. You can't do that.
He might have scolded him around the course. This is
Don't think John Daly's scolding anybody.
Question 3 for Tommy. Which of these sports businessmen is not a supporter of Donald Trump? A. Dana White, B. Robert Kraft, or C. Bob Arum?
I'm going to pick out a man who's stands for all that's right and moral with the world and go with Bob Arum.
Boom! Correct.
That was pretty straightforward too. John Daly was Donald Trump's guest at the presidential debate. He's like me and Jesus, says John Daly about Donald Trump. So
yeah, that's fair enough.
he was not scolding
He
him.
is an everyman hero, though. He is an everyman hero.
Well, he was up to about 4 minutes ago.
All my exes wear Rolexes was one of his country and western songs.
And there are many
back to
Rolexes.
Bruce Springsteen again? Bob Arum, of course,
Take that back.
of course, endorsed Hillary in 2016. So Bob Arum, the obvious answer there. Question 3 for you, Ger. Which of the following teams did not go to Donald Trump's residence after winning a championship? A, the 16-17 Pittsburgh Penguins, B, the 2017 Houston Astros, or C, the 2017 Philadelphia Eagles?
Did not go.
Did not go.
So 2 of the 3 went.
Yes.
And it's the Pittsburgh Penguins. What was the second one?
Houston Astros
The Houston
and
Astros.
Eagles.
And
Philadelphia
get
Eagles.
lucky again.
Another good multiple choice.
There's no basketball teams in there, Owen. That's not very fair.
Are you not a massive US sports nut?
But
Is this not like right up your alley?
I don't really watch that much baseball. And the Astros were cheats. The Astros are the cheats, right? Did the Eagles go?
How long are we giving Ger here?
I'm going to say
Come
the
on,
Eagles,
TikTok.
but I've got no compunction about it.
Boom, correct. 3 from 3. Philadelphia Eagles did not go
Those
to the White House.
penguins. Those penguins, turncoats.
Round 4, as the scorers are Ger 3, Tommy 1, Adrian 0. Round 4 is the fun for your magic number round. Contestants get 3 points for getting the number exactly right. If no one manages that, the nearest contestant who doesn't go bust gets 2 points. The closest The second closest gets 1 point. So I'm going to state that we can only accept the answer that's written on your paper. I'm also going to have to ask for your pens once the music ends. If you don't mind, give us the following number. The number of post-season NFL games Tom Brady has now played in his entire career, plus the number of times Ireland have won the Six Nations, plus the number of World Cup games that goalkeeper Alan Kelly played in, plus the number of Premier League goals scored by Mo Salah so far this season. Your 30 seconds expire when Sinatra sings Bright Shiny Beads. So the number of playoff games Tom Brady has played in his entire career, the number of times Ireland have won the men's Six Nations, the number of World Cup games that Alan Kelly, the goalkeeper, played in his playing career, and then the number of Premier League goals scored by Mo Salah for Liverpool so far this season. Okay, pens down.
Oh, I've gone too high.
What have you got, Ger?
Ask me last. Go on, because I'm going to fill them in. Tommy,
No,
still
no,
looking at
go.
numbers.
Yeah,
Okay. I've got 52.
52, Adrian.
Well, I must have undershot the runway. I've got 19.
19, Tommy.
I got 71.
71. You're bust. The answer is 59. Ger gets 2 points. Adrian gets 1.
Yes, happy days.
Oh, lads.
59. So, Brady, I guessed 40-ish.
Brady has played 42 postseason games.
Okay.
I had 50. Wasn't that far off.
3 Six Nations?
Ireland have won the 4 Six Nations.
4, I had that.
Eight.
Yeah, 4 Six Nations. Just
You
Six
weren't counting
Nations
the other
era.
5 nations.
No.
Here.
The number of World Cup games that Alan Kelly played in,
0?
I said
0.
Zero.
0 is correct. And then Mo Salah scored 13 goals so far this season, which gives you a total of 59. We've got a bit of a runaway here. Ger is on 5 points. Adrian is on 1 point. Tommy is on 1 point. And this is going to be a cruising home of the champion, you would say, as we move on to the final.
See about
you
that.
go second.
Our winner tonight will be... I'll get to the coin toss in just a moment. Our winner tonight will be decided in the round that separates the men from the boys, the James Hardens from the James Camerons. It's a no team in particular, ridiculously easy rapid fire round. So the score you get in this round will be added to your score in the previous round. We're going to put 40 seconds on the clock. Everyone has to answer from the same set of questions. You get a point if you answer one correctly, and you keep going until you get one wrong. And once you get one wrong, you will be deducted a point. So in first place here is Ger. In second place is Tommy. From the coin we tossed earlier on, and Adrian, you're in last. So, Ger, you ready?
Come on, Jared. Don't mess this up, man.
I'm blowed from here, Ger, surely.
My best thing to do is actually get the first one wrong and then just sit back, relax.
Absolutely.
What's my lead?
Yeah, probably.
Sorry, what's my lead?
4.
Oh, it's not that big. Okay. And how long is
First
it?
question is always the toughest as well.
Right, let's go.
Your 40 seconds starts now. In what year will the next Women's European Championships take place?
Next year.
Correct. Timothy Fosu-Mensah joined which Bundesliga club this week?
I can't hear him because he said it's
Timothy Fosu-Mensah joined which Bundesliga club this week?
Borussia Mönchengladbach.
No. Alan Brown played for which League of Ireland club before joining Preston, Tommy?
Cork City.
Correct. Who was man of the match in the All-Ireland hurling final last year? Too long. Adrian, name any goal scorer in the 1986 World Cup final.
Maradona.
No. True or false? Munster are currently top of their Heineken Champions Cup group, Ger.
False.
True. Yeah, correct. Sorry. Joe Allen. Boom. It's all over. all over.
Shittest round ever.
6.
I probably had a chance.
1.
I probably had a chance if I got Hegarty, did I? I probably did have a chance if I got Hegarty.
No, because you would have got the next question wrong.
Yeah, I think you might have. 1986. Ger, well done. That's our first crappy quiz of 2021.
Not even a
you
battle.
Are the champion.
Not even a
Congrats,
battle.
Jared.
I didn't lay a glove on him.
Get Nathan on next week. That was poor. I'll even give up my own place. That was shocking stuff. Jesus Christ. Sorry to everybody
Got
watching.
through the wrong answers. Got through the right answers there for people who are like shouting at the radio going, what was the correct answer?
Well, I'd
so
say that Ger probably got about three handy points given to him effectively, but
He did, Adrian, didn't he?
still won it. Still won it, Tommy.
Yeah,
Still won
yeah,
it.
yeah.
Your 50-50s were tough.
Do we have the winner music for Ger to celebrate? Hey, there we go. Just to recap the answers, Women's European Championships takes place in 2022. You got that. Timothy Fosu-Mensah joined Bayer Leverkusen. You're correct on Alan Brown, Cork City. Gerard Hegarty was man of the match. Any goal scorer from the 86 World Cup final, Brown, Valdano, Rummenigge, Boller and Munster, false.
I have a question. Ger never actually said a year. Ger never said a year there.
Next year, like, and the thing is, he would have, if you'd have said, "Oh, it's 2021," he would have argued that.
I'd have got five.
It's true.
I meant like that's
It's
this
true.
season.
Oh, and you were a bit off it there. You could have definitely screwed me on that one.
Yeah,
Don
well,
Giles
you know,
is up next on OTB AM.
I love the false. Correct. Is that correct or true? with around down 10 seconds
No,
at
it's
the
true.
end.
I mean, correct.
Not to mention the 10 seconds we lost at the start when you were like, time starts now. Oh, I better read these questions. But look, I win, so who cares?
all right, that is it for the crappy quiz. I've just got word in from my producer that John Giles is indeed next up here on OTB AM. Enjoy. Chat to you next week.
Woo!